She is bright, talented, energetic, engaging, and a true outstanding role model for what is good about higher education. It gives me a tremendous honor to introduce the next president of Eastern Connecticut State University, Dr. Elsa Nùñez.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. What a wonderful place to greet me and present me as the president in the library, the academic heart, the heart of an academic institution. And I feel privileged and honored that I am in this room with you this afternoon. I want to start by thanking the chairman of the board, Larry McHugh, and the trustees for bestowing this honor on me. I had very, very good interviews with them, not only because they interacted with me in a very sustained way over a long period of time, but because in those interviews I found out how much they loved Eastern. And in finding out how much they loved Eastern, they motivated me to continue in the process, and they energized me even more. I said, if these guys love Eastern, then if these guys love Eastern, then I absolutely will embrace it, because when the trustees love it that much, you know that you're in a terrific place as a president. I also want to say that I could not have gone through this process in the smooth way that it went without the support of the Chancellor. Chancellor Carter called me on my cell phone, I don't know how many times, asking me if I had questions, if I had been to such a place or seen such a thing, because he wanted me to be engaged in the process, but he also wanted the process to go very smoothly. And this morning, just like the day that I came on the campus for the first time, and I looked around, you look around this magnificent 97-acre campus and you see his legacy, and you see what he did for this community and for the state of Connecticut. And I don't think anyone can really fill your shoes, but I will give it a try, Chancellor Carter. But the highlight of the interview process was the golf cart. It was wonderful. Marty and I were speeding around. I'd even say to him, go a little faster, Marty, go a little faster. And he'd say, there's that building, there's this building, and here's where the faculty, here where the students are, here are the studios. We would get out, we'd get back in. It was fun. I actually didn't want to go to the next part of the day. I just wanted to stay on the golf cart. We had so much fun. But in that interaction, because it's always business, I got to know Marty, and I said, as I did just mention about the trustees and the chancellor, that Marty's love for this institution, for Eastern, was very, very deep. And he spoke about it with such pride and such feeling. And I said, this is a faculty member who's been here a long time, who, you know, he had no axe to grind, he had no complaints, he just loved the place. And it was inspirational, Marty, to be with you on the golf cart and to be with you during the interview process. And we will, I'm sure. We're going to get more golf carts if the budget permits. I want to say a special word of appreciation to Dr. Pernal for the stewardship he's given Eastern over the last few months. He's been here a very long time, and the trustees and the chancellor could not have put the institution in better hands. He's beloved here, he's respected, and he's just, with his steady hand and his good heart, has led us in a good place. And thank you, Dr. Pernal, for your stewardship and for greeting me in the fine way you did this morning. It was a very, very warm greeting. I counted, I had 17 interviews before I was allowed to come to this podium. And among those interviews, many of those interviews were with the advisory committee, and I want to extend my appreciation to the advisory committee, the students, the faculty, where's Ian? The staff and the administrators who participated, because it's always more work for you to join search committees, but you did it with a lot of commitment, a lot of dedication, and I was the beneficiary of your hard work because, again, you engaged me in that process, and I was able to learn a lot about Eastern during those interviews, so thank you for that. These are healing curtains, and when I was brought to the library as part of the tour, I stood here and admired them, and I actually didn't want to move quickly out of this room. A faculty member, Dr. Nùñez, am I pronouncing her name correctly? Yes, Dr. Nùñez, I met her also. She was working in her studio, designed them and created them, and they're spectacular, aren't they? But they're not curtains only, they're healing curtains. And I thought about it and I said, what a wonderful community that would all agree that that's what they would hang in this spectacular room. Because it is a community that believes in healing itself. And that's why you've been so successful all these years. It's a community, you've had issues, you've had challenges, but you heal yourselves and you continue on. And I thought, what great symbolism to have those curtains in this room and to have a faculty member design them and create them and to display her artwork in this magnificent way. So I am coming to a special community that prides itself in working with students on a one-to-one basis, working with students in a very sustained period over time, seeing them to graduate, a faculty that's very dedicated to their teaching, their scholarship, and their service to the community. They use the word community many times in the interview. And to the staff and administrators who have been here and have dedicated themselves to the work to build this university in the way that you have over time. And so when I thought about accepting this job, the thoughts that came to my mind, of course, were first, I've worked my whole life for this moment. Is this the right job? Because it's not just about a presidency. I want to come here and I want to succeed and I want you to be proud of me as your president. So thinking about, is this the right match? My husband and I and my son and my daughter, we've had these discussions. Not everybody can lead every institution at every moment in time. So I thought deeply about Eastern and about my strengths and my weaknesses. And I decided that this is an institution that has clearly committed to a strong mission, being the Public Liberal Arts College of Connecticut. And I believe that that mission is central to public higher education in this country. You can't have only the elite or the privileged have access to first-class liberal arts education. There has to be access for everyone at every level in our society. So having a first-class liberal arts college in the state of Connecticut that will recruit students nationally and internationally, you're doing that, you will do more of that, to me seemed to be central in my thinking about whether this was the right presidency for me, and the answer to that first question was yes. The second question I asked myself is, where are they in terms of their path towards this mission? How are they with access and diversity, and how are they with strengthening academic programs? If I'm going to lead this institution, the heart of the institution is its faculty and its students, and where are we on that continuum? I was so proud to read what I read about your accomplishments. The state of Connecticut, the governor and the legislature has invested in the infrastructure, but also has given the opportunities for you to strengthen your programs and your faculty. And with that, you can provide access with excellence. So, and you have done that in the past. So the answer to the second question was, yes, that's a place for me. And then the question that I ended up asking myself is, can I take it to the next level? And I thought about it and I said, yes, I can. It's an institution that I can embrace, I can love, and I know that I can take it to the next level with the help of this community that I respect and admire. So when I met with some of you on the side, I think two of you I actually said this to, and I think I want to repeat it. I said, if you bring me here, please help me succeed, because it will be bumpy. It will not be a smooth path, I know, but if I have good colleagues that will become my friends over time, that will tell me when I'm out of line in a loving way, that will give me good advice, will tell me when they think I'm not on target, whether it's the faculty, the students, the staff, or the administration, that feedback will be very valuable to me. It won't help me if you tell me everything is good all the time. You've got to tell me the truth all the time. And with that partnership, and if we can agree to that, we will all be successful, and Eastern will be the greatest institution in the state of Connecticut. Thank you.